Good morning, children. Today we are going to start with a new lesson of social studies, that is lesson number 4, calendar and dates. So take out your social studies books and then take out page number 32, that is lesson number 4, calendar and dates. Children, you are familiar with the word calendar. What is a calendar? A calendar is a thing through which you can remember the dates of the events of the whole year which are still going to come. A calendar is a thing through which you can remember the various events which are going to happen during the year. You must have seen a calendar, children. Like in your book also one calendar is given. You can see over here, this is the calendar. Here 2017 is written, means this is a calendar which is of the year 2017. And in this, children, you can see the months, the 12 months in a year. All those months are given. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November and December. So this is the way a calendar looks like. So before we begin reading with this lesson, let's move on to the brown box. On a calendar, mark the following events and write the dates below. Now here, what you have to do is you have to take a calendar and you have to mark these events which are given in the brown box. And then those dates you have to write over here. First is your birthday. Whenever is your birthday, you have to write the birthday date here. Next is Diwali festival. This year in 2020, whenever Diwali is going to be celebrated, that date you have to see from the calendar and that date you have to write it over here. Next is Holi festival. Holi festival is, children, already over. So you have to see the calendar and you have to write the date on which Holi was celebrated this year, and you have to write that date here. Next is your father's birthday. You must be knowing about the day when your father's birthday is celebrated. So that date you have to write over here. Next is Independence Day of India. Children, you all know that Independence Day is celebrated on 15th August every year. So I have already written 15th August. You can write 15th August here. Next is Republic Day of India. Again, you all know that Republic Day is celebrated on 26th January every year. So here I have written 26th January. Next is your mother's birthday. Children, here you have to write the date of your mother's birthday. And all these dates you have to mark on the calendar also. Now let's move on with the reading of this chapter. As we studied in the last chapter, a year is made up of 365 or 366 days. We can also say that it is made up of 12 months. Children, you all know that in a year there are 365 or 366 days. 366 days, why? Because when there is a leap year, in a leap year, February has 29 days instead of 28. So in a leap year, the total days in a year are 366. Otherwise, we have 365 days in a year. As one year ends, the next year begins, and this is how it goes on. So, you all know, children, that the year begins and it also comes to an end. And when the year comes to an end, we are eagerly waiting for the new year and we celebrate the coming of the new year. Like when on 31st September night, we all are waiting for the new year to come and we celebrate it with great pomp and show. Next is calendar. Now here we are going to study about what is a calendar. A calendar is a tool used to mark the passing of time by dividing it into years, months, weeks and days. It helps us to mark important events and remember them throughout the year. Now children, what is a calendar? A calendar is a tool. It is a thing which helps us to divide the year into months, weeks and days. Now, it also helps us to remember, like children, we are not able to remember each and every event which is going to happen in a year. So it is a calendar which helps us to remember all these events. We can mark all these events on a calendar, and every month we can see from the calendar that if any event is going to happen in that month, we can celebrate it and we can easily remember it. Like in a school, children, so many events are happening in a year. So all these events are marked on a calendar, and through calendar it is very easy for us to remember each and every event which is going to be celebrated or which is going to happen in a year. A continuous period of 7 days makes up a week. Children, you all know that in a week there are 7 days. That is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. About 4 weeks make up a month and 12 months make up a year. How many weeks are there in a month? There are 4 weeks in a month. And how many months are there in a year? There are 12 months in a year. In terms of days, 28 to 31 days make up a month and 365 or 366 days make up a year. Like children, you all know that only in the month of February there are 28 days. Otherwise, in all the other months, either there are 30 days or 31 days. And 30 or 31 days or 28 days, all these make up a month. And how many days are there in a year? 365 or 366 days make up a year. Why do we mark events in the calendar? What is the reason behind this? Why do we mark them? Children, as I have already told you that it is very difficult for us to remember each and every event which is going to happen in a year. Some people are able to remember, but some people are not. So it is a calendar which helps us to remember each and every event which is going to happen in a year. We can mark all those events in a calendar, and every month we can check if any event is going to happen in that particular month. Then if we have already marked those events in the calendar, it is easy for us to remember. Some of us have a good memory and remember dates and events well. However, it is difficult to remember so many events or dates. Therefore, calendar is used to mark the events like family birthdays, anniversaries, special events, events at school and national events. So this is what I have already explained you, that it is difficult for each and every one of us to remember all the dates and events which are going to happen in the year. So it is a calendar which helps us to remember all these dates. How? By marking all these dates on a calendar, it is easy for us to remember. Like suppose in the month of August, 2-3 festivals are going to be celebrated. We will mark all those dates, and every day we can check the calendar if any event is or any festival is going to come. So from the calendar itself, we will come to know and we will be easily able to remember. Let us study about these events. Before we move on to the next page, children, let's read this step-up box. The word calendar comes from the Latin word calendae, which means the first day of the month. Now this word calendar, children, this has been derived from the Latin word. And which is that Latin word? That is calendae. And what is the meaning of calendae? It means the first day of the month. Like suppose it is 1st August or 1st September, means that is the first day of the month. So calendae means the first day of the month. Now let's move on to the next page. Now we will read about the family events. Family events are events that we celebrate with our family and close ones like birthdays, weddings, etc. Children, which are the family events? Like we celebrate the birthdays of the family members. We attend the marriages of our family members or our relatives or our friends. So all these are called family events. Birthdays. You were born on a certain date. That date is called date of birth. Each year, you celebrate that day as your birthday. Similarly, everyone in your family has a birthday. Children, you all know that we are born on this earth on a particular date. Each one of us is born on a particular date. So that date on which we are born, that is called the date of birth. And that date of birth is considered as a birthday date. So every year we celebrate birthday on that particular date on which we were born. So everyone in our family has a birthday, means everyone is born on a particular date. Everyone is having the date of birth. So all the members of the family celebrate their birthday every year. We celebrate birthdays with our family and friends. We eat good food, sing, dance and have fun. Some people also cut a cake on their birthday. So children, how do we celebrate our birthdays? We invite our friends, we invite our relatives, then we cut the cake, we eat good food, snacks and all, we sing, we dance and we have fun on the birthday. So this is how we celebrate our birthday. Next is weddings. Wedding is a ceremony where two people are married to each other. When there is a wedding in the family, all family members collect together to bless the new couple. They wear new clothes, feasts, sing, dance and have fun. Children, what is the meaning of wedding? All know that you might have attended the marriage of your friends or your brothers and sisters or any of your relatives. So that marriage is called wedding. And what is a wedding? Wedding is a ceremony. It is a ceremony in which one boy and one girl, they are married to each other. And when they are married to each other, all the relatives and friends are invited on their marriage ceremony, and all the family members gather together to bless the new couple. And you all know that we wear new clothes, we eat good food, we sing, we dance and have fun on the marriage ceremony also. So now next is national events. Events that are celebrated on a national level are called national events. In India, we celebrate three main national events: Republic Day, Independence Day and Gandhi Jayanti. Children, which are the national events? Or what are the national events? Events which are celebrated throughout the country, they are called national events. They are not celebrated in a particular state or in a particular city. Means the events which are celebrated throughout the country, they are called national events. So there are three main national events. They are Republic Day, Independence Day and Gandhi Jayanti. First is Republic Day. In India, Republic Day is celebrated on 26 January. Every year on this day, a big parade is organized at Red Fort in New Delhi. The President of India takes the military salute. So children, Republic Day is celebrated on 26 January every year. And on this day, a big parade. What is the meaning of parade? It is already given in your book. A large number of people walking or in vehicles, all going in same direction as part of a public celebration. You can see in the picture itself, this is called a parade. Here you can see so many people are participating in this parade, and this parade is being organized where? At Red Fort in New Delhi. And this parade is participating and they are showcasing their talents. And who takes a military salute on this day? The President of India takes the military salute. The armed forces, folk dancers and school children take part in this parade. Bravery awards are given to some special children and members of the armed forces. So, who all are the ones who take part in this parade? That is, they are the armed forces, the army people, the navy people. All these people participate in this parade. The folk dancers, the dancers from the different states of India, they also participate in this parade and showcase their talents and their culture. And school children also take part in this parade. And the president gives bravery awards to the people who have shown some kind of courage or bravery. And these bravery awards are also awarded to the members of the armed forces. Children, till here we will do in this video. Rest of the explanation I will explain you in the next video.